Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Broncos going up against the Bills.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On play action, they'll throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing, Hundley. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opening opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Now Hundley. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player of the year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now Glennon. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Handoff comes to Anderson. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. Now, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking commonly known as the bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Glennon. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jordan Willis. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact.
They've got his man complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He goes underneath for Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
He'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They run. Anderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run. And while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Coming right, this is Anderson on the toss. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to Bryant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? This is Ingram on 1st and 10. There he goes inside the 30. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 31 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Green, 39. Green.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. They'll drop to throw. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And now a first down following that long gain.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I don't think there could have been a better pocket for him to throw from, yet he never got rid of the football, and it goes down as a sack.
I mean, he had time to build a campfire back there. He still couldn't get rid of it.
I'll bring the s'mores next time.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go. 1, 9,
They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henderson. A good pickup there of 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Yeah, not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
All right, here we go.
Play clock winding down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. A nice little juke. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Throwing, Hundley. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Hundley. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney. Over. Now let's go.
Now Anderson running right. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Elsewhere, they have gone to the third quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now Glennon. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And tough starting field position here.
Let's go. Flex round. Let's go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Let's go.
They'll run with Thompson. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Here we go.
Again, a run with Thompson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them.
And ready for 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 8 yards there on a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And He'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 45 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Let's go!
Back to throw here. Out left side here to Bryant. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
To
throw. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! 38! Quick round!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now Thompson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's got some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Glennon. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcel Darius getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd down now after the sack. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Michael Kendricks in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw here. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now they got to get to the line quickly. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
The give will go to the fullback, DeMarco. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And Charles, I think